everyone, and welcome back to the Cosmic Library, an MC Escher and Susie in space, on a bump on a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. I am your host, Goon the Unending, your galaxy man, as we once again review the long-lost star logs of the DFS Faustia on this, another installment of the Cosmic Library presents Deep Space. And to read us back the notes of our last adventure, we have a captain's log coming in from none other than Iron Phillips himself.
Captain's log, stardate 45-13.5. You are charting a binary star system in the outer Gamma sector. My memory of the event is a little hazy, but something transpired on the bridge, causing the ship to crash into an unknown planet. Appears to be consisting of mainly an ocean biome. At the moment, we have been collecting survivors. We've been able to ping multiple outside the ship, attempting to collect those that have been marooned. Several have made it onto the ship as we speak. Repairs have begun. Current casualty report includes Security Officer Inuwashi Gungeon, Navigation Officer Gordis Thrub, Communications Officer Della Barker, and me. Taking some time to get used to the new blank body, but we have time.
We return to the day of the crash. 4 survivors huddled together, mere feet away from each other inside of an egg-shaped pod as it plummets through the ocean. Passing unbeknownst to the people inside, a civilization, what appears to be some kind of city that has fallen into disrepair and ruin. And the pod smacks into the side of a cliff, careening then to the other side with another loud thwack, thwack, bang, bang, boom. The occupants inside jostled physically, as their minds have also been jostled by the mysterious force that seeks to purge memory upon entry to this planet's atmosphere. Would each of you make a wisdom saving throw, and would you all try to beat an 18?
Okay. That's a high number, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not a large
Not
number.
a high number.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
In the scale of the things that we do in this game, that one's up there.
That's up there.
That's a.
But according to my
Reducing
notes, it
your
is the number that you
expectations.
got, that 2 of you beat last time, so it shouldn't be no big deal. I know different characters.
I just fucking made it.
You just made
I
it.
rolled a 15 and have a +3.
Congratulations.
I also just made it with a 16 plus 2.
I rolled a natural one.
Last time it was me.
Oh no. And then
I
Moss,
got exactly
you.
what I needed.
I've got 5. I rolled a 3.
All right. So Moss's character and James's character. You know only the tongue that you speak in. Your names, your pasts, your futures, the people who are with you have been lost to your mind. As you again, now it's scrambled on the inside as you are being scrambled on the outside as the pod continues to scrape against the some kind of rocky exterior before you find that the pod stops. To your best estimation, you are wedged in between 2 rock faces. And the 2 of you who have maintained your faculties up in this till this point are starting to come to, as again, the pod fills with water. Dealer's choice. The 2 of you who still have your faculties, who wants to introduce their character first?
I guess I will. So what appears to be a drow wakes up and looks around. She's got some colored streaks in her hair. They are pink, purple, teal, and like green, just for funsies. And she looks over to see whoever's the closest person that's unconscious now.
Noodle, you're up.
Hey. All right. So what I currently look like is a horrifying robot.
Oh no, not again.
No, a second one. No. So Griffin is currently in a suit of what appears to be mostly gold and carbon fiber. That is shielded him from most of the damage that you guys have taken so far. Anyone who knows him that is underneath is a green Gitzerai face with white hair as he is getting later in his years and golden eyes. He thinks he's charming. Whether he is up to debate.
What the two of you remember before filing into the pod with your two other compatriots. Lisa, your character was shoved out of the bridge by Gungeon, your mentor, and was told to initiate the evacuation process. Something had happened, your back had been turned, and before you could figure out what was truly going on, Gungeon had made the call and had sent you to execute it. On your way, you passed the teleporter bay where Noodle's character and James's character were working, and Moss's character was kind of slacking off nearby. And after sounding the alarm, it was the four of you that first piled into first set up the first couple of pods to get shot off and fired away. You guys, to the best of your knowledge, were the last people to get off the ship in time. To your knowledge. Obviously, outside of character, we know that's not correct, but it's a sort of heroic lie you're holding on to, the two of you yourselves.
It makes us feel better.
Yes, that's a good thing. It's a good lie in this moment for morale.
Morale's important when you're dying.
Morale is extremely important when you're dying. What is the game plan?
I'm gonna try and start getting people out of their fucking seats because this thing's filling with water.
To those of you who look up, will see that same pull tab valve with this as escape or emergency in 5 Galactic Standard languages up on the top. To pull it, you receive the same face masks and wrist bracelets and ankle bracelets that the first Brinklets. That the first team, the first characters that we met in this campaign found. Actually, Griffin, you know that these, like, on the street are called gravidos.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
Mainly because it was your grandfather who invented them.
Ah, that bastard. My entire family is in constant competition. I see him and I go, that bastard.
Saving my life again, damn it.
Ah, fuck. This fourth time this week and he's dead.
Let's go into the mind of James's character.
Oh no. It's scary in there.
It might be.
It is a very familiar to us, a dark void, a dark blue gradient up to an endless above and a depthless beneath. A true escape from all things. Should you choose to exhale, the bubbles merely hover in front of your face for a moment before going directly forward from your field of vision. And like once before, from where the bubbles disappear, a pinprick of light erupts, and a voice, deeper than the ocean, more sorrowful than a song, and with the panic of a child, asks simply one question. Help! but unfortunately, you don't know anything.
Full panic mode. My characters just apparently have panic attacks upon entry.
Okay.
And
I feel this in my soul, James.
I'm grasping for the bubbles like I'm Sonic underwater, just trying to pull it back in.
and you awaken to knowing nothingness, perhaps even less nothing than before.
I would say for this specific character, that is an awful, awful thought, because a lot of his stuff is intelligence based, where what he knows is his person, and not knowing anything is causing thrashing levels of panic. And whatever he is scrambling.
So I would like to point out that when he wakes up, he's in our pod, yes, or is he in a different?
Everyone is in the same four
If you're
person
seeing him
pod.
in the pod, he is convulsing.
So he opens his eyes, and there's a purple woman and a terrifying death robot going around.
And a lizard. Moss,
And a
please introduce your
lizard.
character. Who, again, doesn't know anything.
Yeah, Avery's just out of it. He's got these gray browny green scales. It's hard to describe what it looks like because it's just neutral colored scales.
Luckily, we have a visual aid.
Yes.
Ah, I moved him. There you go.
Da-da-da!
And a fluffy green tail.
Nice!
What a guy.
Yes. Yeah, he's
What a
got
fellow.
a raptor tail.
Oh, raptor in that sense. Alright, my brain was
Yes.
thinking about Jurassic Park.
Oh no. No.
Oh, fake dinosaurs instead of real ones?
Sure.
Yeah, those dinosaurs.
The water still rushes. And
Oh, no.
It's
time.
masks on these folks.
Runs
I
out.
look to you. I gesture at the mask you're holding, and I gesture at. I assume I know everyone in this room. Do I?
Sure. That makes sense.
Not that I could.
I
not
apparently
that I
don't
could
know myself,
talk.
so
I point at Rupert Crane and the mask you're holding, and then I go to grab another mask to give it to the other individual.
Descartes would be so upset right now.
Not very are we right now? All right. So hopefully, with that coordination, I'm gonna get a mask and put it on Avery Archibald, whatever how you pronounce that last name there.
Rinkus.
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 Avery
Ooh.
Archibald Rinkus.
Rinkus.
Yeah, I didn't like
So
the
green.
scientific name of the rhinoceros iguana, so I used part of the scientific name for a marine iguana.
I barely wanted to give my character one name, and you gave yours.
Yeah, his middle name has a bit of backstory with it. It's cool.
I picked the nerdiest name I could think of. Rupert.
My character's species can speak
I
telepathically. to
actually
each
did
other, so names
research
are
for
useless.
mine.
Hey.
Ha-cha-cha.
Anyway,
I had to look up the pronunciation of
that
his name,
timer
damn
is
it.
still
It's
going.
apparently
That timer is
Shiva,
still
by
going,
the way.
yes. Yeah, the sands of fate are in play here. If you guys want to do any final things before the egg.
I put the mask on Avery, baby.
Yes.
All right. The egg cracks into 4 sections. And given the freedom of being multiple pieces, they start to slide down through this narrow gap between these 2 rock surfaces. You appear to be in a crevasse, and you are all being sucked down by a cold tide of water, seeking a place to hide its density from the water around it, and taking you guys down with it. To resist the force pulling you down, you will need to make a strength saving throw beating 16. Or
Ooh, I
if
am
you
so
want
glad
to-
I put that number there.
if you want to cling to the walls instead, it would require a strength saving throw of merely 10.
Can I have 2 questions. I would like to even the field. Can I grab, since Avery's closer to me, can I grab Avery giving myself some sort of disadvantage and casting Expeditious Retreat to give myself some sort of advantage to even it out.
What's the letter of Expeditious Retreat?
It basically just makes me move faster. You take a dash action until the spell ends. You can take that action again as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to move faster to fight against it.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna say your machine hates that you're doing this, but it works.
That's fine. All right, so with that, I'd like to get Avery out of here. I would like to get everyone, but you got to pick whoever you're closest to. What was the
I'm gonna
DC?
assist James's character.
The
but-
DC to remain hovering in one spot is strength saving throw of 16. To cling to the walls is 10.
Okay. I got a 19 plus 2, 21.
Cool.
I got right at 16.
Right at 16, just to remain hovering. All right, it's a strain. It is difficult. Who else are we waiting on?
There's me, but I'm going to forego this, thinking that my character is not within his right mind to even try to do something.
And a
He
bad
is
swimmer.
Yeah, and he's not a great swimmer. Also has
I cannot wait for Rupert's for
a lot of fears.
third character because this one's dead.
Yeah, Rupert, you are sent careening down through the force of this downdraft. I'm gonna go ahead and roll some damage. You're gonna take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. If I can find my cup. It is a. Where's my cup? Oh, there it is. There it is. 3d8 bludgeoning damage as the riptide takes you swiftly down deeper into this crevasse. The word of the day is crevasse.
Crevasse!
Crevasse.
In the headset, you just God damn it! They made this guy chief.
Right, that's going to be a total of 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you are
Oh, boy.
continued to be pulled down
Okay,
into the
Chiefra's gonna go
darkened
after
depths
him.
below. Ooh, okay.
All right.
Technically still alive.
Chiefra's gonna go after him.
So, as a reminder, with the gravitos on your movement speed, you have a swim speed equal to your movement speed. Dash actions still apply. You can still choose to double your speed by taking a dash action. Moving with the current doubles it again. So, it is
Okay.
a very simple task to get down to him. It'll just be
Also,
a dex.
I'm going to point out I'm also a rogue on top of that, so as a bonus action, I can dash on top of that.
You can be so fast should you desire to be. Breaking the sound barrier.
Gotta go fast,
underwater.
folks.
Gotta go fast.
I just cast a spell that gave me the bonus action dash. If Avery's safe, I think we both just I just kind of put Avery to the side and we both just dive in at max speed.
All right, then you can both make let's see, it'd probably be a dex saving throw to catch him without any further injury.
Instead of us both rolling, can I give them the help action?
Sure.
There.
So go ahead and roll with advantage.
For the listeners at home, I'm not proficient in dex saves, and I have a suspicion that Lissa is.
Am I rolling the deck save?
No, you're
Lissa.
you're
I'm dying.
you're
Okay,
leaking from the
what am I doing?
face.
I
Dex.
was reading my character sheet. I'm not used to the new rogue.
I was also trying to research something for my character sheet as well. So
Cool.
I'm doing important work.
I have a lot of things that go into mine. So I'm sorry.
You are
I was trying
making.
to see if I had anything special as a rogue or ranger that I could.
Technically, I have something that can get us out of this, if you can get me out of it.
Okay.
It's a
Again,
dex
I'm
saving
gonna try
throw.
and, like,
He's
grab
giving you
him
the help action. I mean, getting
So
down
you-
there is no issue. We've discussed how incredibly fast you are under this specific circumstance.
Oh, if it's a dex saving throw, we've got that because that's an 18 on the die and that's +7.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Yeah. You're able to bounce like a ricocheting pinball down the rocky face and grab the good doctor before something even worse happens. You find Rupert. You amongst all of the painting that you've been doing, find yourself staring down a stalagmite, mere inches from your forehead, as your mysterious savior grabs you at the very last second.
Hey, buddy.
He looks at you with like the most panicked eyes you've ever seen. This is
I
also
gotcha.
something that I don't know how many people on the ship would know about him. But when you look at him, his eyes aren't a normal like color. They are like starlight, like multiple, like mini galaxies. Like you're looking at a marble.
Cool.
So like, and he tries to. Usually, he's not making eye contact. So if you're staring at him, he's staring at you, and it's like actually a little scary. You're like it's like void eyes.
A purple woman and a robot come to save you.
Yep. Do I get to make like some other sort of save?
I will say the shock of what you just experienced. You've definitely taken damage, so you can go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw. You still have to beat an 18.
Okay. I mean, I have a. If I didn't roll a natural 1, my wisdom save isn't that low.
Yeah, you just gotta roll not a nat one.
That's better. That's a 19.
Cool.
Yeah.
Years of training and expertise rush back to you in the moment. Like, oh, yes, this is my job. This is what I've done. What was I working on earlier today? Why am I here? Everything's wet. Gross.
I am going to. I kind of recognize the situation we're in, and I immediately cast Tensor's floating disc underneath us and start pushing us up.
Hell yeah! Floating disc!
Which
What
does that look like?
So I pull out a data pad from my hip, and it's just like immediately start pressing buttons, and like just a compressed light disc pops up underneath us.
I imagine
and just starts shoving us back up. Like we're getting hit by the riptide of the water still, but it's like pushing us up safely where we're.
Imagine if Aquaman's fish telepathy kind of formed a solid disc underneath you.
If those visual effects of discs.
I
Yes.
was thinking Dragon Ball Z.
Destructo disc!
Yes.
You guys bored?
I literally was thinking taking this like data pad and just like drawing a circle and having go like an old-fashioned TV where it just got a.
I love
like,
that.
Yeah. Ozone smell to it.
Right. You guys make it back up to where your lizard friend is like a lizard in Florida, sticking to the wall.
All right. I just reach over and grab Avery as we keep rising.
Avery, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 15.
15. You remember hatching? Remember growing up? Don't remember joining Starfleet? Although the people around you seem really cool.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
illuminate.
also swimming, which is also cool.
That's also cool. Let me illuminate the situation.
Neat.
The crevasse you've fallen into is extremely deep. Very.
And suddenly, I now know why you messaged me questions yesterday.
Yeah. Same.
The tide still ever pushes. The tide still ever pushes you down, but the makeshift elevator you've created seems to be extremely functional. It's just a matter of making it all the way up. What you also see, slowly as you ascend, you see thin black lines come out and over the sides of the cliff face above, and sort of reel down farther and farther and farther. You see many different kinds of sponge, and there's lots of debris that is falling from being carried by the current down. Lots of bits of shell, lots of disembodied crustacean claws, some half-eaten fish carcass gets flown past you. And as you notice one of these half-eaten fish carcasses come fairly close to you, you see that from a tiny hole in the rock face in front of you, a worm jettisons out and snatches it, gobbles it, and sips back into the wall.
I don't suppose you all brought weapons with you to the escape pod?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, of course you
Sure.
did. Did anyone else? Did you bring extras?
I don't necessarily
My-
need a weapon, per se.
Yeah. I close my fists and these little, like, weird speaker-looking things come out the side of it. Just keep an eye on. These are thunder gauntlets. They're part of it.
Thunder
You see Dr. Crane putting gloves of his own on, but they're like a little circular disc in the middle. And as you see him put it on, he puts his hand out and then pulls a pole to his hand like a pipe to give himself a weapon.
Which one of us stole the other one's gauntlet thing?
Mine are different. Technically, I think we were working together, and you would probably know that. Like we're men of science.
Science.
Yeah, I mostly handle xenoanthropology, and I do handle robotics. So I'm sure we work to these gloves together. You just know the math's behind them.
Mine work with adjusting density and gravity.
Mine just have a plate in them that shoot out sonic force. Silly me, you know.
I have to have a reason why my gravity magic works in outer space.
Fair enough.
Quantum physicist. I created the captain's nightmare of existence.
Everybody
so.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative. I can't wait to get back to Captain and see how he feels about the blank I made for him.
Oh boy, he's doing really well.
I got a 17.
I did as well.
Hey,
Right.
I have a +2 to Dex.
I have a +3 because of the
Son of a bitch!
background that I took.
You come into my house. No,
boy.
All right, so what's the order?
Has a friendly rivalry with every scientist. So far, it's just James and I both at 17, with James ahead of me.
18, actually.
Ah, son of a bitch!
I am
Well, it
not
makes sense if
having
you're-
any luck just
Yeah, I'm a
offhandedly
security
remembering
officer. I would
these
hope I'm
names.
fast as fuck on that.
And you're a rogue. I hope you beat the wizard.
The wizard and the artificer.
Look, I got ungodly lucky on one of my rolls and happened to have rolled the max on what I could get stats for it. So there's a 20 on this sheet. Damn it!
Oh yeah, I got a 20 on intelligence. Well, I had to take some fixing for it, but I took a negative.
Wow.
I've
The highest
forgotten your name.
Highest I have is an 18, but I also made sure that I wasn't going to die in the first 5 minutes. So,
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
so
I felt guilty for having 17s.
I rolled
it's so
3 sixes.
wait. So the order is Sophia.
I had like 2 16s, a 17, and an 18, and then a
rolled
13 and an 11, and I was like, this. What the fuck?
So what's
So
the
far-
final? What's the combat
Yep.
order?
Right now it's
Oh.
Lissa, James, myself, and whatever Avery gets.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Griff
Okay, Lissa, James,
and
myself.
Archie. And then I keep forgetting James's first name.
Rupert?
Rupert. You know, I thought it was
video- or
Rupert.
video.
Yeah, I thought it was Rupert. Go ahead and put, if you could, do me a favor and add your names to the conspiracy board so I can just reference that.
I already did.
How do
You
I-
did. You just add text. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead. Sophia, your keen senses pick up on the first threat that is.
It's Shifra, by the way.
Hmm?
Shifra.
Shifra?
For-
What did I say? Sophia?
pronounce that. You said Sophia. It's Shifra.
Shifra.
It's
Okay.
Gaelic, so I had to actually look up the pronunciation.
Gotcha. Okay. You spot a trio of large fish headed your direction. They seem to be riding the current down, but not just straight down, but on a diagonal, so that they're gaining a lot of speed. They appear to have long, pointed, sort of like these. The good equivalent would be swordfish, and they seem to be approaching fast.
Okay. I'm gonna use steady aim, and I'm going to use my short bow to shoot at these fuckers.
Cool. Go ahead and let's see. Here we go. Go ahead and beat the 12 armor class.
12 armor class. Okay, so that's the new rogue because they changed how. Since it's a short bow, I've got something special on it now. If you hit a creature with a short bow and deal damage to it, you have an advantage on. Okay, that's what it is. All right.
Oh, you got that weapon mastery?
Mm-hmm.
You got that good shit? Is that the shit that I like?
Good shit.
Hey, that's a nat 20 on that first one.
Oh, hell yeah, double damage.
All right, so that is.
How are you? You can go ahead and describe your kill by first describing your kick-ass gun.
Okay, so I pull. It looks very similar to a modern pistol, but instead of projectiles, it does seem to have a power cell in it, and I just pull and shoot. And this is gonna be a 4. 9 plus 19 damage.
19 damage in total? Or is that doubled?
Oh wait, no, I get sneak attack too, don't I?
Yep.
Yep.
Because you have people flanking you.
Also advantage.
Also-
Well, also the steady aim.
Steady aim.
Okay, that's another 11 on top of it.
Total of
30.
cool. That swordfish that you hit, you send the projectile out. It goes zipping through the water, sizzling the ether between you and your prey as you hit a long strike that seems to carve this fish from its eye to its tail. It does not stop, but it does. You have majorly weakened it. Its gray blood starts to cloudy the water where it swims as it slows down, but the other two of its kin continue on. It is Rupert's turn.
Before,
Ooh.
as a bonus action, I want to use my insightful fighting to check on the next creature. So I can make an insight check against a creature I can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against that target even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll, but not if I have disadvantage on it for a minute or until you use this feature again on a different target.
Awesome.
I did not retain any of that.
Do a deception roll against my insight.
Okay.
It's contested roll.
Thank you. Thank you for dumbing it down for me. 19. Oh, a deception is a charisma roll. Oh, so that would be 16 in total because the stat block I'm looking at has a -3 to charisma.
Oh, that's very kind.
So 16.
22.
Yeah. You beat it.
All right.
Hey,
Now
that
you can
number's
go on the
fine.
next person.
All right, Rupert. You saw
Okay.
that cool shot. You saw how that fish isn't. It's slowed down, but it's not stopping, and the two other nasty, sharp-looking fish that it was coming with seem to not be slowing down, or in fact, they seem to be getting faster.
Okay. The closest one is the one that has been hit, right?
The
So-
farthest one because it slowed down.
Okay. So the one that's getting closest to me, I am going to adjust its density,
I'm sorry.
and
what?
I'm going to tap
Go
into
ahead,
my
man.
data pad, and I am going to project a beam directly at it that is going to double its weight.
Damn.
It's going to reduce its speed by 10 feet. It does get advantage on strength checks and throws, but it is now slower by 10 feet.
Okay.
Actually, time out. I want
Mhm.
to see if I can do something funnier.
Okay, do something
Yeah,
for it.
go. How can I get a ha-ha in here? VH1
Are they all within 10 feet of each other?
They are all within 10 feet of each other. They came at you in like a flying V, and then Lissa hit the first one in the flying V, and it slowed down, and now it's the back of the flying U, I guess, now.
Okay, as long as they're all within a 10-foot radius sphere, I'm going to magnify gravity up.
Cool.
So each creature in the sphere has to do a Constitution save.
Fun.
The actual save for it is going to be a DC 16. And I will tell you what happens if they succeed or fail.
So that's going to be a 18, a 16, and a 12.
Okay, so the 18 and the 16 will pass, the 12 will not. On a successful save, they'll take half the damage and suffer no reduction to speed, but the one that failed is going to take full 2d8 force damage and have its speed halved.
Oh.
And that is max damage 2/8, so 16 force damage.
For that first one. And then the second one, the other two take half of that?
We'll take half. We'll take 8 damage each.
Okay.
As I just kind of and like the sphere comes around him, and just like you see like the data pad comes out, and it just projects this energy field around them, and just you see the energy field just crush.
It's like
and you see that it's like watching Dragon Ball Z when they're in the time chamber where they have to train in gravity, and you see like the pressure waves coming down on them.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that the fish that Lissa's character that Shifra, thank you. Shifra damaged completely. Its spine just snaps in half, releasing more of its guts and blood into the water. It plummets deeper down, and we see a series of worms. This is still happening like relatively above you, and a series of worms shoot out from the wall and taking up massive bites out of this dead creature. The other two, they seem to be phased. Like they have the fish like the not the dead fish expression, but a dead fish equivalent to being punched in the face. Like imagine the face a fish would make if you punched it in the face. As they continue, they continue their descent.
Every damn day.
Every damn day.
I don't think you understand that I actually have like a pretty severe fear of like sea life.
Then thank you for joining me in deep space.
Yeah, I will. So when you're telling me that I punched a fish, that's my dream.
Hell yeah.
Every day.
Every day I'm out there at the fish markets punching fish.
So what you're saying is this game is not horror, it is in fact catharsis.
And if I do my job right, it's going to be both.
You know that scene in Rocky where he's like punching a slab of beef? James does that, but it's just a net full of fish.
It's an enormous mackerel, and he's just squaring up like Little Mac. All right, Griff, it's your turn.
Down here, face unguarded, just.
Griff, by your estimations, the fish will strike the team of you. The two fish that still live will strike the team of you before before the end of your turn. If you don't stop them in any meaningful capacity.
I want to make just a quick note. Goon asked me, I believe it was. Like, what is a sea life that my character would be afraid of?
Oh, we all got this question.
I asked everyone that question.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I said all of them, and I said, "Oh, you wanted in character, all of them."
Bad campaign for Rupert.
Yep.
Bad campaign for James.
Bad campaign for James.
All right, Griff, it's your turn. You gotta stop these fish.
Right. I'm just going to. Just out of my back, a little chamber comes out, and 3 little torpedoes fly out as I cast magic missile.
Hell yeah.
2 on one and 1 on the other here. Let's see. The first one's going to take a whopping. That's not bad. It's, 9 damage.
Okay.
And the other one is going to take 3 damage.
All right. They take it. We see the ion discharge in the water as they get smacked in their sides by these magic missiles and keep on trucking. They keep on building up speed. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Whew.
Okay.
Am I good at dex? I am. I'm better at dex.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm 19.
19?
Good roll. Good roll. Not good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Whew.
25.
Scaring me with my character.
I'm sorry, you
that's
said
gonna die.
25?
Yes, I rolled an
Was that all?
18, and I have a +7.
What you got, boss?
Got 10.
You got a 10? Alright. So it looks like only Moss is going to be taking 3d6 piercing damage
Oh no.
as you get skewered by a fish.
Is this technically a... Oh, hang on. One timeout.
Oh,
I mean,
take 6 damage. 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
As one of the fish
Do you-
stab...
Is this a saving throw?
Yeah, it's a dex saving throw.
Yeah, it was a saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna silvery barbs to save. Is it Avery?
yes.
Is the character's name?
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Nice.
So
Good job.
I'm going to distract it with another little gravity punch and just kind of adjust it for a second so it pulls it in the water, and then you get to re-roll that d20 and use the lower roll.
Boom.
So it says you can choose a different creature you can see within range. Chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So basically, you get advantage. You get to roll again.
Go ahead and roll a
You
second
take-
time.
take
Just,
the-
Okay.
yeah.
what was your first roll for record keeping?
So it was 5 plus 5.
10. Okay.
Yeah. It's 16.
16. You just make it. You feel the blade end of this fish gently tear the uniform around your pant leg as both of these fish stick themselves into this gravity plate that you guys are riding
I am
upon. They start to
furiously
wriggle
typing
and
on my
slap
data
their
pad.
fins wildly.
You've never
a
seen
question.
Dr. Crane's. He's like Dr. Crane's literally sitting in the back of the pad, like behind everybody, and just furiously typing on the pad.
Hey, DM,
Yeah,
these wouldn't happen to be monstrosities, would they?
I mean,
Who's
actually,
defining it?
I'm gonna need to reserve that title for a different kind of monster you will face later.
Okay, that's fine. That's why
These
I
seem
figured
to-
these were probably beasts, but
Yeah,
things are kind of getting on that line where it might be or might not.
right.
Dr.
Yeah.
Crane thinks they're monstrosities.
She-Ra, it's your turn.
Shifra?
Yeah.
Shifra? Shifra?
Shifra!
Shifra! Alright, I'm gonna go for the one I definitely have advantage on because it lost the deception check.
Well, that one's dead.
Oh, is it?
The one you hit before died. One of them is...
No, I'm talking about the one that I did the bonus action on.
Yeah,
that
he's
didn't
dead.
get hit. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
James killed it.
I crushed it with gravity.
Crushed. It was very
Okay,
low after your
so-
attack, and so it died.
No, I'm talking about a different one. That I went at 2 different fish.
Oh, okay.
First one was the one I hit
Uh-huh.
with an attack. Second one was that I did the insightful shit
That's
on.
on me. I thought you did it on the same fish twice.
No.
Cool.
No, I was trying to spread my stuff around the most so I had the most bang for my buck.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm gonna stab that guy with my short sword. I have a lightsaber.
Ah, sick. Yeah, like a little vibra blade. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little vibra blade that I'm gonna stab this fucker with.
Hell yeah. Go ahead. And it's for all intents and purposes prone. It is stuck in this gravity
I
disc.
shit you that's another fucking nat 20.
Hell yeah. Fillet this fish. Make sashimi.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around a prone thing in the water.
Look,
It's prone
Go
because
with
its
it.
nose is stuck in a solid object.
Yeah, I get. It's just a weird thing to conceptualize.
Something prone in the water.
Alright.
Prone in the water.
Prawn in the water. Prawn in the water.
There's a prawn in the water? I hope there is.
Oh no!
They're the backbone of an ecosystem.
Hey,
Hey!
That's 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 5 is 21.
Total damage 21. That fish, you just make sashimi in front of everyone here, and in front of the friend fish.
Friend fish, we call them.
It is time for a lair action. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Huh. We stopped.
Oh,
15.
15. 5 in total? Fun.
Oh.
3,
Oh,
20,
no.
22.
22, is that all?
22.
Yeah.
16?
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Is that all?
16. Well, first
16.
I should probably... Okay. 16. Noodle.
Ugh.
I need more D4s.
Ay, get a load of this guy dying.
He's not dying.
I'm almost dying. I am doing everything I can to not.
I'm sorry, the one time I don't have fucking spells to heal people.
If I die, I die.
You take a total of 9 piercing damage as you get caught in the feeding frenzy of 4 different tube worms trying to get at that fresh sashimi.
Ah.
Right.
Ugh.
I'm actually probably fine, but ow.
Ow. It is Rupert's
Oh,
turn.
but I do have a healer's kit.
I am also capable of healing.
What do we have left in terms of?
Oh wait, that's only if it has 0 hit points.
There is one all but unscathed fish
Okay.
that is still stuck in your board, and now a lot of wall worms seem to be getting very active.
Okay, I'm just gonna, for all intents and purposes, this is a firebolt, but I'm going to
Face
basically
it.
I'm charging up my gravity gloves
Hell yeah.
and taking just a piece of debris that's like from like a fishbone or something, charging it up and just kind of like
Grab a
launching
rock
it
from
with
the wall,
gravity.
yeah.
So that is going to be a spell attack.
Mind the fish is still prone.
Okay, so that's advantage then?
Yes.
That's a natural 20. Thank you for that.
God
You are so
damn.
welcome.
Because I rolled a 10 on the first one. So it is going to be double the damage.
Double
or do you
damage.
Double the damage.
I
Double
like
the dice or double damage.
Double the damage. I don't like rolling more dice and getting a lower number than if I had just doubled the number.
Okay. So this is going to be
We're in my house.
a D10. That is going to be 9 damage. Doubled is 18.
Doubled is 18. Cool. The fish is still a wriggling. It is not yet dead. But it is still very stuck. Griff, it's your turn.
Griff is going to activate his Thunder Gauntlet and punch a fish.
Punch a fish.
He's specifically going to use Blade Ward because his Thunder Gauntlets are melee weapons.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, there is a 17 plus 7 to hit. I assume that'll do it.
Yeah, it'll do it. Armor class of 12 on a fish.
Yeah. He's not very... All right. That is a total of 9 damage. Is it still alive?
It is, unfortunately, still alive. Not by a lot.
If it willingly moves more than 5 feet, it takes more damage. Just let me know.
Okay, it's still stuck. No one has dislodged it from the gravity disc.
And I don't intend to.
Yeah. It stay right there. You cannot attack us if you cannot move.
Yeah, perfect. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Time for another lair action.
Hey.
Right. Everyone make a dex saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Another 15.
Another 15.
14.
14.
16.
16.
23.
23. All right. Noodle, you take
just give me dex saving throws all the time.
Noodle, you take 1 point of piercing damage as you have started to become wise to these worms' antics, but missed one who nicked you just a little bit more.
Dang.
Archie's turn.
You mean Avery?
Avery. I put Archie because I remembered your middle name.
Yeah, I was going to specify at the beginning to make sure that didn't happen, but that's okay.
Okay.
So I finally shake myself and take out a longbow flavored as a laser rifle.
Hell yeah, dog.
Oh, that one fell. Ah. 17 plus... That's 22 to hit. Yeah.
22 to hits? Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, it's 4 damage.
A total of 4 damage?
Total of 4 damage.
Cool.
Hey, that's...
We're getting there.
4 damage is 4 damage.
We are getting there. I mean, this fish more or less has given up. And
So
then he...
just crowd the fish and just beat it.
It's time to do
Do not resist. Do not resist.
Do not resist, fish. You know what? I'm gonna give it a strength saving throw to see if it can't jostle its way free.
Oh God!
If
I
it
hope
listen,
does and
if
then
it happens,
dies.
listen. If it does, you will all get attacks of opportunity.
It's also got a booming blade on it, Matt.
That's good. That's also true. All right. So it's gonna be strength 15 to get out. It does add +4 to this. It's a natty 1. It gets stuck even more.
It hurts itself in its confusion.
It hurts itself in its confusion.
Magikarp, you splash.
Actually, no. On a natty 1.
Ran out
listen,
of moves,
okay.
I used flail.
On a natty 1.
Struggle, but yeah.
On a natty 1, you all see a fire get lit in this swordfish's eyes as it lets out one more momentous wriggle and snaps its nose off.
Okay, it's free though. Is the
It is technically free, but then go ahead and roll your damage.
Dr. Crane is
Alright.
disgusted. He's like,
first things first.
Oh.
It breaks out, and then the thundering energy around it explodes for 8 damage. I rolled max damage.
For 8 damage!
I rolled max.
you feel Dr. Crane grip you from behind you. He's just, ah!
That's a fish explodes.
The fish listen, no, the fish wriggles with like visible electricity and then just slowly sinks to the floor, kind of resting gently like a pillow on what used to be its nose as his eyes slowly roll back. This fish is playing dead. It
Oh,
has
cool.
1
That's
HP.
an opportunity.
It has 1 HP.
Yeah, we all just kick it. It's just
Yeah, I just give it a swift kick to the side.
All right, we will remain in combat as the next bigger fish arrives. It is
Fish to fry.
much larger. It is about barrel-sized. It is following the milky, cloudy trail of blood. It is a shark. Can everyone go ahead and give me a perception check as you clock this shark coming the way that it does?
19.
I think I have something special for this, actually.
Nine.
As a rogue.
13.
19.
Dr. Crane is burying his face behind somebody.
Oh, he's useless?
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a
He's
9.
not. Yeah.
Who got over 15? You did? And you did. This shark is not animated properly.
Oh,
It
thanks.
seems to merely translate itself in 3 dimensions, but it does not move. Its tail does not wag. Its fins do not twitch.
We were already afraid of fish skin. You didn't need to create a new horror.
I don't like this.
That is what you notice from this fish. That is what you pick up beating the check.
I feel like this might be partially my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, you
I
see
did
what I'm
not know.
Oh.
Shisfra, it's your turn.
Sorry. I'm sorry, James.
Well, if he's gonna do all of the things we said, we're fucked. I'm remembering what I said, and we're fucked.
Yeah,
My thing
I
was
remember what I
tame
said.
comparison.
I literally looked up online. I was like, cursed sea life. Because I was like, am I really afraid of anything in the ocean? I mean, not
Everything.
particularly,
Everything.
You simply must.
Anything that breathes underwater is the devil. And
Oh,
we should
also,
both die.
James, for my personal notes, how long can you have that disc out for?
Tensor's floating disk. 1 moment. It's pretty long.
I
think
imagine
it's like 10
so.
minutes.
Circular horizontal plane of forest, 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, floats 3 feet above the ground, unoccupied space, remains for the duration and can hold 500 pounds. That's a good question. Duration 1 hour.
1 hour.
Ah,
Okay.
look
I
at-
thought so.
We're Gucci.
Yeah, I knew it was a fair amount of time. I just didn't remember
Yeah,
how
it's
much.
just-
I'll give you this
just
for
a
free,
good
Doc.
disc.
I'll give you this for free, Doc. If you were to try to maintain this disc based on the distance, based on the rate at which you're traveling, it would take about 2 hours from where you started to get to what you can see to be the cliff's edge. If you wanted to continue to hold the spell, do you have another spell slot to cast that same spell slot? If not, I would allow you to continue casting it, but you would have to take a level of exhaustion at the end.
I do have 1 level 1 spell slot left, or I can cast it 1 more time.
Gotcha. Just keep that in
Or I can
mind.
burn a-
When
or I
the
can-
one-
or
when
if
the
you
one
want,
when the 1
I can
hour
burn a
mark
level
rolls
2 spell
around,
slot
I
and
will
move it
ask
around.
you for your decision.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
strange, uncanny shark attack. It is still Sistra's turn.
Shifra?
Shifra's turn. Shifra.
Okay. How do I attack? I don't know. We talked about a bunch of stuff.
You can attempt to attack it.
No, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my eye for detail. I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a perception check on it to spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna decipher clues on this.
Ooh. Okay.
So.
So what you're basically watching is a rigid, what appears to be a rigid model of a shark move through the water. Just kind of T-posing as it moves. Not in the literal sense, but like the default pose of this shark model.
18?
18. On an 18, I will I will give you that the very top of the visage of this shark, as it approaches you at an angle, you can see that it ripples, not only with what would be the light coming from above, but a little more than it's supposed to. And upon craning your eyes up a little more, you see three or four paddle-shaped black arms that seem to
Yep, this
be
is my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
that seem to be moving alongside like a series of hands controlling a marionette.
I don't like this.
I'm not a fan of this either.
I disagree. I disagree with what's happening here.
I'm
Welcome to
sorry.
my
I know exactly
welcome to
what
my
this is.
spooky
I'm
ocean
sorry,
campaign.
and I'm so sorry. This is my
Alright.
fault.
Can I take an action to wake up from this nightmare I'm surely having?
Did you fucking combine all of them?
I didn't combine all of them.
Okay.
This is my fault.
Listen, the lore if you get through this is freaking it kicks ass.
Okay.
And that's for like the whole campaign, by the way.
Let's try not die.
Let's try not
Yeah.
Guys, let's try not die.
die. Is that your whole turn to finding out that the
No,
shark is a puppet?
I think I'm gonna try and GTFO towards that fucking cliff. I'm gonna do like Ladashius dash.
You're going to just swim upward fast and hard.
Yeah.
Cool. It's
Okay.
You are about an hour and a half at the rate that you were going from the cliff's edge. So we'll say a good solid 5 rounds of your fastest swimming might do it, barring nothing else bad happens. So we'll go ahead and put 1 tally of swim the fuck out of here next to Shira over here. Shifra. Shifra. I'm not. It's not sticking in my head. I am so sorry. Is that
By
your
the
whole
power
turn?
of Grayskull.
Yeah, no, it's just like Shira, but Shifra.
Shifra. Shifra.
It's like Shifu.
Where's she
like
from?
Shifu, what kung fu people you call their
Yeah.
their masters. but
Shifra.
Shira.
Is that your
There
whole
you go.
turn?
I put. I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
No, I'm gonna try and. Is there any way that I can like mildly hide, or are we just open ocean right now?
You are in a. There's rock to your left, rock to your right, ocean to your front, ocean to your back, ocean to your up, ocean to
I
your
would
down.
like to hide in between.
In the rock.
Yeah.
You know it's a bad day when the security officer is hiding.
Yeah.
Give me
I
some.
said,
Give me a stealth.
Where are you going?
Give me a stealth check.
Comms. You know it's a bad day when the security officer's hiding.
I think we're good. That's 17 plus 7.
17 plus 7. You
Dr. Crane's just grabbing Griffin. Like, where is she going? Where are you going? Where is she going?
describe the manner in which you seem to speedily scale this wall, but in a stealthy manner.
So Shifra is used to having to blend in, and whether that's with a crowd or with a natural feature, so her suit is actually, it's got nanoparticles. You know, like the
Squid chromatophores,
This-
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the squid chromatophores activate, and Shifra's kind of just like using the rock to their advantage.
Like a hypermobile PETA from Hunger Games.
Yes.
Right.
Cover yourself in frosting. Yeah.
That's your turn?
Yes.
Rupert, it's your turn. You just saw the security officer fucking dip. And also, there's a shark. You don't know it's not real, but it's a shark and it's there.
This is for me, correct?
Yeah, Rupert, it's your turn.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm aware of the shark now, though.
You are
That's,
aware of the
big
shark.
thing?
You think it
Okay.
is a real shark not being controlled by anything else.
Okay. Oh boy, what can I do? Where is the shark so we're in a crevasse rising out.
It
right?
is to your up and forward.
Is it within the spacing of the rock?
It is traveling between the cliff faces diagonally down towards you.
Okay, so it's above the cliff faces heading down into the crevasse?
We're still like really deep in this crevasse, so it is in the crevasse with you guys.
Okay.
It's
What I'm asking is
going to
is
take
there something that
right.
is there something that I can put in between us and them that will allow us to continue moving and impede its movement?
You can move the disc in the opposite direction of its approach.
I was going to cast web.
Sure.
And try to like restrain it.
Go for it.
If I can, I wanted to make sure that in where we are that makes sense
That makes sense. Yes.
Okay. So I am going to cast web. I'm going to effectively make it these gravity strands. So as it moves into it, it gets snagged into like minor like black hole gravity wells.
Yeah.
So I'm going to set up this web. I don't know if it's moving into it yet. I'm going to leave that up to you. It's range of 60 feet.
Range of 60 feet.
Yep.
That I'm gonna say that it catches at the far end of its range.
Okay. So the creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters them during its turn has to make a dex save. And on a failed save, the creature is restrained for as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free.
Okay. Sharky Shark makes a deck save. Oh. Makes a deck save. Okay. What I'm going to say is I started rolling and then realized that I had forgotten the true nature of this creature of my own design, and then I rolled the die, and I've decided that it's going to, what it's going to look like is the net, this sort of gravity snare that you are sending out is like a series of little black pinpricks connected by strands of light that get shot out. And at the tail end of its range, 60 feet, you see as the shark literally gets sliced into cubes by the spaces of this gravity net as it passes through, and then the shark flickers and disappears.
Oh,
Hey, by the way, the shark's not real. I'm sorry. I should have said something.
it's a ghost!
It's
I was
Grifter.
just, no, it's not real. I was distracted by the security officer retreating.
It's a
I'm so
ghost!
sorry. That's on me, honestly, fully. Here, I'll show you. I assume it's my turn. I don't know if your turn.
It is your turn. The shark is gone, but the tendril, those black squid arms that were puppeting it are still about. And actually, Lissa's character, Shifra, right?
Yeah!
Shifra.
I
On
also
her.
put it on the board for you, so
I'm looking at stat box.
Yeah.
It's all right. Thank you for putting it on the board. I appreciate you. You, with your at the end of your turn, you are at the level. At the end of Shifra's turn, she actually managed to get to the level at which these 10 tentacle hands are. So Griff, you still see those black tentacle hands, but you also see that Shifra is at that same height relative to the cliff face.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to activate my defensive field, which just gives me 3 temp HP. Nothing too exciting.
Cool.
As my armor starts to self-repair, and I'm going to launch myself up at these hands and throw some hands at these hands.
Throw some hands at these hands. Yeah.
All right, I will do a booming blade.
Booming blade.
At my current point, there is no reason to not do a booming blade.
I see.
It costs no resources. I only get 1 attack.
Yeah.
That is an 18 plus 7. I fucking hope that works.
That's an 18 to hit. You slice
No,
one of
18 plus 7. 25.
25. All right. You, all 4 of the 10 tentacles that you saw in this encounter are sliced completely off. You see that the glowing underpads of these tentacles, they start to fall down. So, well, they're technically speaking, their arms, because of the squid arms. They fall. They start to sink down under the current, and crimson blood spills from the tube-like arms that once held these, what are essentially pad projectors, as these 4 tubes zip up violently back up to the cliff edge. Whatever was fishing here is not happy in the slightest.
Oh, okay.
I do have to ask a question.
What's up?
Did Griffin move into the webs?
The webs kind of passed through the shark and kind of landed onto a cliff face, a safe
Okay.
And I
away.
also passed by the lack of shark.
Yeah.
I
I just had to check. I didn't want you to get stuck in webs.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for keeping us honest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was reading the rules. I'm like, this doesn't specify anything about avoiding your teammates.
Oh,
I should
Alright.
check.
Avery, it is your turn.
So there's no more danger?
The-
Is there
yeah.
no more danger?
There doesn't appear to be any more danger.
that is the worst way to word that question. Don't word that answer.
Is there no more danger? Let's make a perception check.
Let's go!
15. That
15.
seems to be the favorite number tonight.
On a
Good roll.
15,
Good honest roll.
you see... On a 15, you see nestled in a crack amongst the rocky face of this crevasse that we've been traveling up, you see a brilliant red circular stone that shines in the light.
That's a pretty rock.
It's a pretty rock.
Let's go touch the pretty rock.
All right, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't get anything. 14.
On a 14, when you go to pick up the red pretty rock, black tendrils spill out from the sort of lip that came around the outside, and it sticks right into the palm of your hand and digs into your skin. Go ahead and take for me. Let's see, 9 points of acid damage as you can feel this wriggling parasite take a hold.
Oh, no. This
I
is not
assure
a
you.
pretty rock.
Next week on Second Chances, we will go nowhere near the sea. We're having a sky adventure next week. I decided we're having a sky adventure, so have fun with that.
Thank you. And this is why we need a break.
This is why we went bi-weekly, so we can have fun and quirky school adventures and then evil, depressing sea adventures.
Victor, afraid of heights.
A stable ground adventure.
All right.
Below you.
Do you have any other moves that you want to make, any bonus actions, as you get infected with a shiny parasite?
Shiny parasite. Oh no. Oh, buddy.
Have I used my action?
Your action was to make your perception check, but do you have any bonus actions?
Okay. Not applicable.
I mean, I love that you're really embracing the Michelangelo of your character. Shifra, I will give you for free that you heard Avery squeal out in horrendous pain. After noticing that Griff sliced the immediate threat away, you are 4 rounds of just booking it, from making it to the surf to making it to the edge of the cliff. And Rupert seems scared.
Very scared.
I have rope. So, can I go back and tie rope around both of them and have the equivalent of the teacher carrying the ducklings up the cliffside?
What? Which 2 are you referring to? Oh, the 2 that can't fly? Or wait.
Avery and Doctor.
Oh, Rupert.
Rupert.
Dr. Crane.
Dr. Crane.
Yeah.
I mean, it would definitely slow you down. Moving 2 additional people plus your body weight. That's pretty close to being encumbered. Especially underwater under these conditions.
I know, but I put a 16 in strength for a reason.
All right, go ahead. You know what? If you can beat an 18 strength save, I can say that you'll move faster than at least the disc was moving.
Okay. This is +3. Come on, baby. We just need a 15.
This is more or less a box of doom.
Nah, that's 5.
You weigh the option, but
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, weighing that option was your action. Do you have any
Yeah,
bonus?
no, that's fine.
So you continue booking it for
I'm just
another
gonna
round?
keep going with the bonus action then.
Cool. Book it for a second round in a row. Rupert, it's your turn. Your comrade is squealing, and the other comrade is scared shitless. As the security officer seems to continue to leave you guys behind.
Why did we hire her for security?
I accidentally hired a lot of people. No one takes me seriously.
What are we doing here?
I can tell you crashed.
I did my job as security.
What do we
I
do?
was
Griffin, what do we do?
doing things.
Griffin, what do we do? Griffin, what do we do?
Well, calm down first of all.
It's Rupert's turn.
I
Actually,
don't
you know what? We're
suppose
gonna
you're
be out of
particularly
initiative
religious, are you?
we'll just be in initiative, but actions need to be taken in a specific order. So it is Rupert's turn.
I don't believe you. Do you have a religious belief?
In a manner of speaking,
Okay, maybe pray a little
I'm
bit.
not going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you to elaborate. Just tell me what to do.
Okay, I was just going to tell you to pray, but let's see
That's
here.
that's really bad advice, Griffin.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was the chaplain. I thought I was here for xenoanthropology. So on that note, I guess it's still your turn.
It
It
is
is still
Rupert's
my
turn.
turn. Okay.
Do
okay.
I, as a
I can do
as
this,
a
I can
memory
do this.
exercise, do we remember what was happening to the ship? do
We need to get to the surface, or we need to get closer to the ship, right? Like that's the
At
goal
the
here.
very least, you need to get out of this crevasse.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, the crevasse bit was the main conceit of this episode from conception.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
So
okay.
I have a question, and I'm asking the DM if he will allow a rule of cool.
I'm pretty cool.
Can I as the type of wizard I am, can I adjust the density of the floating disc to make it move faster?
Ooh, make it less dense. Oof, I get what you're getting at. I took a physics.
That's a good
class.
question because all you would need to do technically is heat the water.
It would
the
so
distance
what?
then.
Let's see. Given that I've already stated that one normal casting would take you halfway, and that without expending a second spell slot to take you the whole way, you would suffer a level of exhaustion. If you wanted to decrease the density of the gravitational disc, boosting its speed,
We're gonna be fucked up when we get to the top of that.
Yeah, I will take the level of exhaustion if that's what it takes to try to make the disc move fast.
the disc will move faster. It will cost you a level of exhaustion and another spell slot to increase the speed of the disc all the way to the top.
Okay. I'm just like, Griffin, hold on.
All right. I grabbed the
I have-
disc with
I
one
have-
robotic hand, and
I
I
have an
grabbed
idea.
the Rupert with the other.
Avery's in the
have an idea.
background like, ah!
I have an idea.
We'll get you to a medical officer soon, probably, assuming they're not dead. Has any
Yeah,
of us
I'm
made a
mostly
medical
dead.
officer yet? Are we fucked? There
There
is
is-
been a medical officer yet.
There is
There
one
is-
doctor, right?
There
They're
is a
therapist.
nurse in canon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're
Like-
fucked. Anyway.
I'm going to expend my last first level spell slot, and I'm going to take a level of exhaustion, which I have to figure out where it is in these new character sheets.
All right.
James, for that inspired idea, go ahead and take inspiration.
Ah!
That's I want to say
Hey,
your
I didn't
fourth
like
inspiration point.
I got a heroic inspiration.
Yes.
Cool. I am. Hold on, and he takes the data pad and just slams it onto the disc and just starts hammering away, and you just see ripples go out as it just. And he puts his hand. He puts his hands. He puts the gravitational gloves onto the disc, and you see like this resurgence of energy into the disc, and it just goes as we just start lifting faster. I'm assuming it just like I will even say that I will take a prone for pushing myself into the disc.
Brilliant. Griff, it is your turn. You are now pressed more heavily. It's like 2 G's of gravity now, pushing you down onto this now faster moving disc.
All right. I'm going to on the optical display on my power armor. I'm going to run a scan
for the location of the ship's black box, a thing I have no mechanics to do, but I'm going to say confidently to you and hope you say yes.
Give me an Arcana check.
Thank you.
Beat an
I'm glad that we
18.
decided- Cool. I have a +7, so I'm pretty hopeful.
Beat an 18 then.
Because
Do
we
it.
decided that's
You won't.
what
Beat an
tech is.
18.
Am I able to do a help action with that?
You know
or
what?
is that something I need
Yeah,
to
is he?
save a-
Sure. You can give a help action.
I'll give you advantage on the roll. If you're like, tell me what you're doing. It's like, what do I need to do to find the black box? And I kind of give you instructions.
Yeah. I'm so glad you gave me the help action because I failed by 1. That is a 27, my friend.
A 27.
26. I don't know.
26. On the heads-up display in your suit, you can see through. You can see through the wall. A golden ping, a little yellow square appearing in your field of vision, sort of through the wall and up. So clearly the ship is above you and just kind of farther away in that direction. So when you get out of this crevasse, you're going to want to go to what would be the right side, onto the right surface.
I found the ship. I don't know what shape it's going to be in, but getting there is probably going to be our first step to the survival. Getting any supplies we can get there.
I agree with you. As he's like pressed into the, I agree with you.
Is that your turn,
have
Griff?
Suspicion everyone there is going to be dead, so just prepare for that. I guess a few people have blanks, but I fucking hope none of those went off. Those things scare me.
Griff, is that your turn?
That's my turn. Griff.
Avery, give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh shit! That's right. Someone's dying.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'll fix it next time.
Oh. That's a 2.
Holy cats. All right. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
The mistake that you made was relying on cowards.
Go ahead and take 18 points of poison damage as your whole hand is encased in black.
How many?
18.
I go down.
Oh,
You
God,
pass
yeah,
out as
okay.
your hand is encased in wriggling black worms.
Fuck. That
The
that
golden,
ruins my whole plan.
the red stone prominently placed in your palm like a jewel, as the rest of it goes up in a wriggling mass of black tendrils.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
So everyone, the lizard is passed out.
God damn.
And I'm too
All
far
right.
away to do anything.
Okay.
'Cause
I'm
you
flying.
Just nope the fuck out.
Avery is passed out
I
and
don't
still
have
like
anything
laying
to
on
do
the
other
disc.
than- the only thing I can do is if you're unconscious.
Oh, well, they are.
That's accurate now.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Cool. Shifra, it is your turn once again. You are 3 rounds of booking it from making it to the edge of the cliff. Avery does not appear to be stabilizing themselves of their own volition on this floating disc. And Rupert and Glyph seem to have taken on superhero landing poses. As the disc
well,
does
I'll do
appear.
something for Avery. I just kind of didn't. I was busy trying to find a way out. I thought Avery was made of tougher stuff.
No.
I was wrong. I
The
was
disc
wrong
is
about
the
Avery's
disc
making
is
up.
moving faster. That is something you do notice, Shifra.
Yeah. I will take care of Avery on my turn. But yike.
Do you
Yeah.
continue
Those
to
are
book
tough,
it or
but,
do
like-
another thing?
My scales are tough, but
Unfortunately,
my
I don't
insides are
think I have
squishy.
anything but booking it.
All right.
Like, I hate that.
Ifra abandons us.
Are you able
I
to
usually
grab
have
her?
spells to do this, and I, as a rogue ranger, I don't for once. This is a.
Interesting.
Are you able to actually get a hold of her?
I think I'm too far away.
Yeah, you're 2 rounds of booking it up.
Yeah, so they're ahead of us, not behind
Yeah.
us.
Is it possible for me to throw a charge worth of healer's kit down?
I don't know
to
if you can
stabilize?
slow down in
It
the
will-
into-
Let's throw a
You'll
hyper
need to-
spray, essentially.
You'll need to beat Avery's armor class on an ranged attack.
I have a dumb
Okay.
question. How far away are they from us currently? Like, how far away is Avery?
How far can you move through one round of booking it, and then double it?
Through one round of booking it, so a full dash is 60 for me, and then plus a bonus dash is 30, plus the extra you said, right? Is that another 30?
You were moving against the current, so that wouldn't be
Okay.
applied.
Okay. So that's 90 feet per round?
Yeah. So two of that.
Yeah, that's 180 feet away.
Okay. Well,
Book it for a third
How far
time.
are we on the disc?
You're about. We're continuing up. It's safe to say that by the time Shifra gets to the top, it'll be probably about 2 rounds before you meet her.
Okay,
I'm wondering how
At your
far we
current
are.
speed.
Like, are we 30 feet? Like, are me and Griffin at least like 30 feet from Avery?
I'm gonna say not.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you were planning on leaving me behind with the disc.
Yeah, Avery should be on the disc. How big is this
Yeah.
disc?
This is big enough.
can I use the current, the way the current is going, to try and have the thing go down to them so that they can stabilize
Yeah.
Avery?
Again,
Okay.
I do have.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my turn for that.
All right. The distance starts
Yeah.
to close as you
I thought-
stop and rifle through your pack to do this thing. Now you just
For
got.
some reason, I thought Avery was off the disc.
No, you guys were all on the disc, and then Shifra booked it.
So yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna give you guys a charge worth. It has 10 uses, so 9 now. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna give a hyper spray down. Hypo spray.
Cool. Go ahead and make that ranged attack roll. And then what is your armor class, Avery?
16.
You gotta beat that.
On the dice, I beat it. That's 17 plus 7.
Cool. Yeah. You guys see a tiny little care package from on high.
God says hello.
I
Okay.
believe who goes first? Is it me
You
or
go
you?
first. You go first.
We're not
Okay.
technically in combat time anymore. We're just keeping an initiative order so that I don't have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Dr. Crane fumbles with it and just okay. Like immediately starts using the hypo spray on Avery.
Becoming.
it does. Oh, it just becomes stable. That's what it does.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just stabilizes.
Okay.
Stabilize.
well-
Like, that's why I was
I don't
saying
need to
I
make
can't
death
really do
saves.
much. That's why it was
Alright.
best for me to try and book it.
I'm going to. Do we want to leave Avery unconscious, or do you want me to get him back up? Because again, I can just heal Avery, and I've said that a few times.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold the hypo and
Yeah.
Just in case.
I
Yeah.
kind of sigh, and my internal synthesizer creates a quick stim, and I just, from my hand, a needle comes out, and I just jab it into the side of Avery's neck as I cast Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
Cure Wounds.
Woo!
That is for a total of 15 HP.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
And I go, okay, we got good news and bad news. Avery is back up. I assume you're still on the comms. Avery's back up. Bad news, I've used up most of the extra power on the suit, so I have to run it in low power mode, which is translation for I've used all my spell slots.
Peachy.
So,
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
try not to die again.
I wasn't planning on it.
If you see something shiny in this ocean, stay out of it.
Avery, it's your turn again, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure
An
Wounds on
additional
myself.
shiny object appears.
The original shiny object is still attached to you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right. Yes. I'm going to use bite on it.
You're gonna use bite on your own arm.
I don't
Yes.
suggest that. It just infected
Hey.
your arm. What's
Hey,
it
now.
gonna do in your mouth?
Savagery.
Hey, are any of us are any of us medical doctors? I didn't think so. Maybe this is the move. God, I gotta make a doctor if no one does on the next round.
Also, I have a way to heal you as well. So I just remembered.
We
that I
all
have a
have
special-
ways.
I just
You
remembered
guys
that
were
I have
so
a way to heal
freaking
you.
out about not
No,
having
I
any
don't have a way
healing.
to heal. I have a way to stabilize. That's it.
Yeah, you had a healer's kit. We had the other two of us who were right next to them.
I can feel the anxiety from the four of you. It's delicious.
Dr. Crane does not remember that he can heal at this point. He's just like freaking out.
Avery, before you
yeah.
make any action, I am gonna ask you for another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay, I can do that first.
If you die, I have very few options
Oh,
to get you up.
16.
16. Very nice. That's
I'm
not
never
bad.
playing on spellcasters. This. I don't like this. Give me my spells back.
I want to be able to do everything.
From
I want to heal.
Avery, from
Yes.
your hand to your elbow is a wriggling black mass as you take
Uh,
5 more poison damage.
okay.
This is kind of gives me the vibes of Back on Earth 1. There was this like worm that would eat fish's tongues and become fish's tongues.
Can you Griffin? Can you shut the fuck up?
Oh look!
Silver comms, you guys hear Shifra? The fuck are y'all
Rupert
doing
grows
down
it back,
there?
folks.
Avery, it
Look at
is,
him
it
go.
is,
Can you
Avery, it is
stop it?
still your turn. You are still up. Making the saving throw was a bonus action. So you have an action still.
I want to pry the gem off of my hand with my teeth.
With your teeth. All right.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a bite attack against the gem. The gem's armor class is 19.
Okay. No. That is no. I don't think. I would. I don't get. Would I get proficiency with that?
Proficiency with your own mouth? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I should hope so.
I should hope you have proficiency with your own mouth, lest your lovers be unsatisfied.
How do I eat this sandwich?
Ah!
I want to.
Of course you have
take a moment to
Yeah.
appreciate the two different versions of mouth proficiency.
coming to the
Okay.
Cosmic Library
Okay.
shop. Are you proficient with your own mouth? I should hope you are.
I think so.
No.
Damn these supple lips of mine.
He has a
That
beak
does
though,
not-
like a lizard.
Look, I've known
You
some
don't
guys
beat
that
the-
weren't
what
proficient with
by-
their mouth,
do you-
alright?
Do you fail by more than 5?
Yeah.
With
More than 5?
Do you fail by more than 5?
No, actually.
By how much do you fail?
Well, actually, it depends. Are we saying that's dex or strength?
It's the bite attack, right?
Yeah.
So it would be whatever your bite attack is.
What are you? Yeah. What are you
Yeah,
better?
yeah,
what are
you
you
gotta
better with?
fight.
What? Yeah, because it deals strength damage, so I guess it would be.
It would be strength then, if
Yeah.
it's a strength.
Yeah. So
It's plus your strength.
15.
15. So you only failed by 4, which is great.
Yeah.
When your mouth goes into rip at it, you rip and tear at it, and it stretches like tough black licorice, and then snaps not entirely back into place. It takes a second to refit back into its little groove in your own flesh. Do I have to put trigger warnings on this?
Yes.
Nah, you're good.
Body horror.
Body horror, yeah.
Right. Shifra, it's your
Become
turn.
Patreon art too.
Can I shoot the gem, please?
That's a hell of a shot.
You're pretty
Well,
far
like-
away.
At this point, you're about 90 feet away.
hold out my
You've
hand
sacrificed
and,
one
like-
turn of movement, and that's about as fast as the The new disc speed is going.
I've got up to 320 feet of range for my short bow, so.
I mean,
think
sure.
can
I
make
mean, he just stretched it out. It was like holding it out dramatically. Go ahead and take that shot. It's gonna be extreme.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna say disadvantage, and you still have to hit their armor class.
So it's just.
Well, actually, no. You beat if you're aiming to make the shot. If you beat a 19, you'll hit the gem. If you beat their armor class, you'll hit the arm in an effort to and we'll see how based on the damage if you manage to decapitate or
We did.
what's it called?
We hit it. That's a 17 plus 7, guys.
You hit the gem.
I hit the gem.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Hot damn.
Do I get sneak attack on the gem?
Technically, I'm in
It's
range.
technically okay in this.
That's why I'm asking, because I feel like technically, but it's also an inanimate object.
It's
so-
technically a cursed object.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no
So
sneak
how do
attack
you-
damage on a
okay,
cursed
that's
object.
Fine. That's fine. That's why I asked. I thought that might be the case.
I thought you'd say that. You fell right for my trick.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Avery takes half of it as his hand explodes, and the gem gets reduced to smithereens.
Okay. I am bad.
And then just over the comms. Stop picking up shit you're not supposed to.
Where are you?
Keeping an eye on y'all, apparently.
As he's like pinned to the disc.
Your hand, Avery's hand explodes. The gem is reduced to shards that clatter down around your feet, and you see your hand simply deform as the worms and tendrils die off and float away all the way down to your down to a now
Stump.
hemorrhaging blood stump at your elbow.
Now we should
Great.
probably wrap that up, huh? Hey, huh?
Yes. Yes.
That is Rupert's turn.
Hey.
Rupert vomits off the side of the desk.
That's a good action. Cool. Hey, all right.
I am going
Vomiting's
to...
a free action.
Vomiting is a free action.
Vomiting is a free action, thank you.
No problem.
How are you on health, Avery?
I am at 6 HP.
Okay, whew. I was contemplating whether to heal myself or heal you, but he's just going to heal you. He's going to grab your stump of an arm, and his hands start glowing, and you watch his eyes flash as I heal you with my magic hands. I use an ability literally called Healing Hands, and I get to do a D4 plus my proficiency bonus and heal you up. Oh no, my dice!
Yeah.
As Rupert is working on Avery's stump hand, you all feel your vibrator vibrate function on your badges go off, and they pulse a little light. This is to coincide with the captain pinging the locations of of everyone in the last session.
Would I recognize what that is?
A sign is a sign is a sign is a sign. Roll if you want, but it's a good sign.
There's life. There's life looking for us.
Cool. Yeah, that's a 16 on the die. I go, okay, best case scenario, the captain's alive. Worst case scenario, the captain is alive.
You
That
get
does mean
6
two
HP
different
back
things.
with the healing hands.
Okay.
I will point out here, I have 5 HP and I've had 5 HP this entire combat.
19.
Okay.
You were just really good at dodging worms, because these worms could
Rupert
have
is-
put you out,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I would have been devastated if I missed any of those deck saves.
All right.
I'm
I'm
just putting
saying
it out there
is-
that like Rupert looks at you and looks at himself. He's like,
Yeah.
just outdodges you.
Rupert, that was your turn dealing with Avery's stump.
Yep, you get 1 round. You get a healing hands, and I get to recharge that on long rest. That's how that ability works.
Griffcraft, your turn.
Is that healing enough to staunch the bleeding, or do I still need to work with that?
I'm gonna say the bleeding has been stopped.
Okay, cool.
If
I
any-
was coming
if
up
any-
with what
if-
I had and how I could make it. I was gonna like wrap a water skin around and tie it up with rope. I had nothing. We're underwater. I can't cauterize
Oh, hang
this.
on.
Like,
I mean, you can.
Technically, you can.
You could. All you
Underwater
need
welding
it
is a
doesn't
thing.
have to be fire.
Sorry, you get an additional 1 health on that, by the way. I forgot it was 2. It's the number of D4s equal to your proficiency bonus.
I didn't
So-
take
The
a
way I
fire
see it,
cantrip.
the way I see it, if
Absolutely
any
see
amount
it,
of
but
healing
I
can
won't.
bring you back from oblivion, any amount of healing can stop bleeding.
All right, yeah, that's kind of part of not dying. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Griff's turn.
So there's just to be clear, is there no arm left, or is there a corrupted, rotten arm left?
Yeah.
What was Avery's hand and forearm was turned into a black slippery biomass that disintegrated when the when the parasite gem was destroyed,
Okay, I was
leaving
trying to figure out
a
if I
bloody
needed to
stump
preserve.
at the elbow.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if there was a hand to preserve, but the answer is no.
No.
Okay, cool.
That's gonna mess with his piloting career.
A little bit. Luckily, we have a robotics expert here.
Yeah.
I'd use my robot hand for good.
Is Scared of Male Loneliness a cool robot? I said it last season, and I get to say it again this season.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, can I attempt to make a line of communication with the ship? I have a cool robot suit. If you want.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check to establish long distance communique.
You cut out with exactly what it was supposed to be. I'm gonna assume it's
Arcana. Yeah, you know me.
I heard, can you give me a check? And I was like, maybe.
If it's Arcana, I'm definitely giving a help action.
Yeah, you're helping me tune my.
Yeah.
He knows
Quantum
frequencies.
communicator.
He knows frequency. You knows everything else. He is
all
the
right, that is
teleporter
a-
tech.
I have 24.
24. You manage to link the on 24. You send out a hail. And I'm just gonna roll a luck check. Highs or lows, Mr. videojames?
Highs.
Highs. All right.
We have teleporters, so I'm hoping we can get us back to the ship.
I too
especially
like to live
since
dangerously.
Almost 17 minutes. into the ship.
On a 19, Iron Phillips picks up the call.
Reporting in. Who is this?
Hey, this is Griffin. Griffin Getzerai 23. The whole naming thing is confusing to me. Xenoanthropology and robotics. We are requesting a pickup. What's going on at the main ship?
You don't
Iron
want,
Phillips.
You don't want to know.
For the record, Iron Phillips, you are in aerial combat with an enormous stone crab statue.
Things are not going well.
All right.
I'm gonna point out to who would in theory who would be next to me that I can say that's like we've pinged close survivors, send out a it's like whoever's available, go
That
get
would be
them.
Mara, actually. Yeah.
Mara, we have 4 survivors off the port. Let's get a group going. We don't need you right now. Avoid the crab.
Engines are pretty good. I went pretty unharmed. If you'd like me to go with, says Milo Renfield. We're sending a rescue team. It would only make sense to take the healthy people whose jobs are done.
I don't care. Get it done.
Yes, Captain.
All right, those two load up into the shuttlecraft in the dock, and
Do you have any injured on board?
So we had security officer Shifra, Dr. Rupert Crane, and Avery has lost their arm. They put their hand in a shiny thing. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
How many times have Lily's Dr. wakes up? How many times have I told Avery to not touch things that are just shiny?
Lily, get on board. Go with
At
them.
least twice, I think. I don't.
We need
believe
somebody. We need somebody with some sort of medical. Get in there.
all right, who's piloting the shuttlecraft?
dear God.
Who of the rescue team is piloting the shuttlecraft?
Milo could probably do some piloting, but not like great.
Not Mira, probably.
What would you consider the skill for piloting?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, Milo is probably the best bet then.
Yeah.
Milo, take the
That's
craft.
Mira.
Take Lily, take Mira.
Oh,
Go pick
right.
them up.
On it.
Yep.
I'm going to need. Hold on, I've
Send
got
them the group.
specific. I have specific notes for ship stuff. Give me 1 second. Let's see.
Milo's character sheet.
I gotta
What's
pull
What is-
up my.
Yeah, I had to pull up mine too. What is Milo's dex? Just so.
Milo has an 18 to dex.
Okay, then yeah, it would definitely be
I
Milo.
have.
He's a
let's
monk. He has an
see.
18 dex and an 18 wisdom, but I don't have 20s and anything yet. Give me time.
Lily's a bard, so her dex is relatively high, but I was like, if you've got something that's more dex based, you probably would be better.
So the shuttlecraft aboard the DFS Faustina has a pilot die of 12. When you attempt a piloting check, you roll the pilot die, add your dexterity modifier, and you have to roll. Hold on, where's the success here? Failing a pilot checks. You need to get above a 7 on the pilot check to not incur a loss of a pilot die. So if you fail any check on a ship, you demote the die. So in this case, if you get a 7 or lower on this pilot check, the D12 gets demoted to a D10. And then you also, I have to roll on the oopsie table, see what happened. So go ahead and roll your pilot check as you are in escaping heated combat with this enormous crab statue.
6 + 4, 10.
6 + 4, 10. So you managed to exit combat easily, based on the readouts given by the ping that Griff's communicator set out. It's going to take at least an hour to get to their location from where the ship was. But the good news is, in relative game time of about 20 minutes, you'll be outside of the crevasse.
Okay. Hey, Griff. I have to talk to myself now. We'll be there in about 20 minutes. Try not to die, if at all possible. A lot of people already did that, so, we're full up on dead people. I don't know what I'm saying.
Please don't die.
Yeah, kid. I wasn't planning on dying, but, we'll see if Avery has some other ideas.
Who is on the comms? Is this Milo?
Yeah, it's Milo.
Get me the fuck out of here, Milo.
I'm trying, sir. Whoever that is. I'm doing my best. I'm here to help.
We're just gonna go ahead and.
Griffin, which one was Milo?
Milo's an ensign.
Okay.
He's just like a guy, I think. Maybe the Captain Eggs once, I think.
All right, we're gonna time jump to. We're gonna time skip.
He's the one with the eggs.
We're gonna. Is Lissa back? Lissa, what's up?
No, Lissa went to the bathroom.
Oh,
This
okay.
is part of why we were riffing.
Oh, I see. All right. I
Yeah.
need to pay attention sometimes. I get
No,
so distracted
we were
with all of
riffing
my
to buy
things.
time for Lissa to use the bathroom.
That's cool.
Yeah, he makes like pretty good eggs. I don't know if there's any eggs on the ship, so I can't promise that it's a
When
comfort.
did we have eggs?
I don't know. I got a
I
little bit of
swear
that.
we had eggs.
This is let's see how much longer we can make
There we
this
go.
egg material last.
Egg bits.
I
If
prefer.
there were eggs, I'd like to know where they came from, because they certainly were not of the Earth chicken.
Oh yeah, no, that thing went extinct years ago. He's probably getting it from the new Velociraptors.
Eggs are eggs.
We're gonna time
Right.
skip
That's what
to.
Miley said.
We're
I'm
gonna
going to tell you
time.
that that's not true.
We're going to time skip to Shifra getting to the top of the ledge of the crevasse and pulling yourself up and over. Your immediate surroundings are Grecian pillars, some kind of temple in the Grecian style, Ionian pillars, a nice triangular, like Parthenon-looking building, sort of half disheveled and corroded, and a myriad of shark statues litter this space, some of which seem to defy density by floating attached to chains attached to their pillars. This appears to be like a temple of some kind. There are some smaller buildings, not nearly as grand. They seem to be overrun by various kinds of corals and seagrasses. And beyond...
Is he cutting out for anyone else?
He is. I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna say anything.
a little
I got
bit.
the gist.
What did you miss?
It was like every other syllable
word.
for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Oh,
We were just
You
deducing.
sound okay now.
all right.
Yeah.
What was going
I was
on?
waiting to see what you said to see if I could interpret.
I think I might be
Yeah.
just cutting in and
Same.
out. I think I'm too close to the mic. It's the Parthenon, but it's overgrown with ocean stuff, sea moss, coral, grasses, but you can't shake the thought that you are being watched still by something else. If you want to seek shelter, make another check of some kind, that is up to you.
I would like to try and use my eye for detail kind of thing.
Sure. Any one thing in particular you want to get a better read on?
I'm trying to find out if there's something watching me or like anything about this particular. I just want to do an investigation, really. I want to try and figure out what's going on
Cool.
with this area.
Cool.
Not much. That's a 9.
That's a 9.
I rolled a 2.
On a 9, I think you start to look around, but then the glint of a purple gem, like really close to your foot, catches your eye, and then you spend the rest of your time looking down, avoiding anything that looks pretty. There seems to be quite a few.
I'm not gonna touch anything.
Robot.
Robot! Woo!
Melissa!
Yeah! Bingo card!
Melissa!
So you're playing a Warforged session, huh?
Take a shot, everyone!
And it
I
is,
have water.
and it is to Shifra looking,
Bottle of Old English there.
and it is to Shifra looking down, just kind of gingerly stepping, trying not to, definitely backing away from the purple gem. That you guys finally arrive on the disc. You can go ahead and count that level of exhaustion, dear. It is not great, but you guys land safely on the sandy shore of this crevasse. Beautiful Parthenon-looking building, floating shark statues attached to chains, attached to podiums. Less interesting looking, like little hovels and huts, and seagrass abound. Go ahead and give me, each of you, an investigation check. Except for Lissa, we already did her initial sweep at this place.
8.
8?
That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Damn.
Conversely, I got a natural 1, so.
All right.
If there's one thing I am good at, it is investigation.
What is distracting Noodle and... what is distracting Griffin and Avery? Is it Shifra looking down? Is it the floating statues? What's going on?
I'm just holding Avery's arm and kind of like, wow, that is.
It is a wriggling
That's right there.
black
It
mass
is.
that is slowly disintegrating, falling apart.
That's horrifying. This thing.
It's gross.
Ugh.
Slimy.
You,
Damn, that
Residue.
That is gross.
I'm no doctor.
It's at this
but you
point
should
that
probably
Schieffer
get
just
this
turns
checked
around
out.
and sees this and goes, "Not today, Satan."
What is describing? What is distracting you, Avery?
PTSD from the purple gem on the ground.
And also getting their arm grabbed and observed.
Yes.
Rupert, it is you who have the wherewithal, perhaps you're doubled over, hands on your knees, taking a breath, taking a beat, when you see that the seagrass directly behind where you have landed is not real. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck!
Oh,
We don't get to hear about that for like 6 more weeks.
oh God,
What do you mean 6 more weeks?
It's
Well, let's see. Next week is second chance.
Yeah.
I assume the following week we're doing our 3rd round of characters. The,
You don't know that. Maybe
and
I'm
then the
maybe
next
I'm already
week is second
sick.
chance. And the next week we're doing the I assume the conflict with the first group.
yes.
We'll
That's how I-
do whatever sounds more fun to me. You're a galaxy man.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe I want to continue with these characters. Maybe I want to get into
Maybe.
that giant crab fight I alluded to. Who knows?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
you'll introduce the 3rd group, and they'll be
Uh,
fine. Actually, they
how
have no
about-
problems.
How about we pick a day to announce what you decide, so that if we do need to prepare a new character,
I'll let you know if we're
Yeah.
gonna do the 3rd.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know that I don't plan on doing the 3rd next session.
Ah, okay.
I
We can
don't
also
plan
make
on
the
it.
3rds whenever, and
The-
then just
the-
have them ready. But...
You could do
think-
that. Know that I'll give you this for free as a little spoiler. They landed all the way up near the polar ice caps.
Ah, they're
Oh,
fucked.
no.
Cool. I will be
Oh,
making my
zero,
character
no.
immune to ice.
Don't do that. Come on.
No.
cold resistant.
Right.
Go
So
ice, I guess I don't even know how to do
It's-
that.
Wait,
it's time for
I'm cold-blooded.
it's Patreon art time. Deep space, deep crevasse.
Hey.
How do you spell crevasse?
Uh,
C-R-A.
Crevasse. Crevasse.
nope.
Wait, oh,
Sorry. Hold on. I got you good. It's Crevice. Crev Ice.
Crevasse. My
Crevasse.
No.
what? You guys can't confuse me.
So there
It's
is
crevice.
technically there are 2 different versions of it's what the definition you need. A crevasse, a Crevasse, is a deep open crack, especially one in a glacier. And a crevice, Crevice, is a narrow opening or fissure, especially in a rock or a wall.
So yes, a crevasse.
A crevasse.
A crevasse.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
This
okay.
got confusing.
My
We're going to get into the semantics. There actually are specifically words for each.
So my curse as a human being is that I have affinity for great vocabulary, but no affinity for the spelling of that great vocabulary. And so I use words that I don't know how to spell, but I do know what they mean.
All right.
It's time for Patreon Arts. TCL Deep Space Deep Crevasse. Does anyone have a moment from what is probably the most terrifying episode, most terrified elevator bottle episode of all time?
The gem
I want to
was
see that
alive.
fucking shark.
Illusory shark? Puppet shark?
Yes.
Yes.
You're a monster.
Puppet shark.
Puppet shark.
The gems are alive.
I'm sorry, the gems are. Wait, what was that?
The gems are alive.
The gems are a lie.
Puppet shark.
What
I- here's
specifically
what I
do you have in mind for the gems are a lie?
The gems are alive with the sound of horror.
The gems are alive.
I want Avery looking at the purple gem with a thought bubble of his hand being engulfed by the red gem with tentacles.
Sick. All right, who's next?
We
Also,
already
why do
got-
tentacles follow me everywhere?
Hey, the age-old question.
The age
Can I get what I'm tentatively calling going up? And it's Rupert and Griffin just pressed against the disc.
It would be the three of you, but yeah.
Going up.
Okay, sorry, all three of us. Yeah.
Going up.
What you got for me, James?
The line that made me laugh the hardest was Griffin looking at the stump of an arm, going, "Well, that's horrifying."
That's horrifying.
That's horrifying.
Well, that's horrifying.
No.
No context. That's horrifying. No context. Love it.
That's horrifying.
I've learned that James really likes when I play old men who act really calm around weird shit.
The
That's
poll
my
is
sense of humor.
live. If you want to vote, go to TCLDTTRPG at patreon.com to vote in our live Patreon art poll. Did I post this week's art? Did I forget to post this week's art?
I don't see this week's art.
Oh no! I'm gonna do that right now.
You did make it.
I did make
That's
it.
a good start.
Yeah. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I did not post the Patreon art this week, but I did make it. Where the heck is it? I need a better system. There it is. As you remember, this week's Patreon art was. So you have a union or what? Union.
Where are you?
I'm
so sorry.
So you got a union or what? Question mark. And public and post. All right, so the Patreon art is live. Rufus Gladwell giving a sassy, just inhaling a spliff, giving a sassy look at a skeleton. Just so you guys don't union or what? If you want to see any of the Patreon art from the polls, please vote. I mean, voting is great. We love it when people interact. We also have a new here in the Cosmic Library Discord. We have forums for you guys to discuss your favorite parts of the current episode, some theories that you may have of some role play spaces. I personally will be adding to both the Deep Space and the Second Chance forums in character as, non-player characters in Deep Space and my player character in Second Chance. So feel free to check that out on a regular basis. It's going to kick so much ass. It's going to be so much fun. We do have a merch store where you can get stickers from our previous campaign, little cartoon characters of our Cyberpunk Chop Shop characters, t-shirts with funny slogans like no ethical dating under vampirism, and soon something about mouth dexterity, I think. Soon. Is that it? Am I forgetting something? Next week is Cosmic Library Second Chance. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, have been your Galaxy Man, and I have been so much fun, scaring the crap out of you guys, giving yourselves the anxiety that I feel on a daily basis. Playing.
I already have the anxiety.
Yeah, I do too.
Playing swifter than a coursing river. Shifra has been GamerGirlllisa. Playing a not a turtle but a lizard, but not as much of a lizard as they used to be. Avery has been Moss Creature.
That was a long walk.
I didn't expect to die for the third week in a row.
It's fine. It's okay.
I'm sorry, I don't have any spells this time.
It's okay. I need to use all of my spells.
Playing disgruntled Tony Stark if he was a Gitzerai Griffin is the Noodle Doodler.
Oh, that's horrifying.
And playing with all the force of a great typhoon, Rupert has been video James.
Why did we have to land on an ocean planet?
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Anywhere else.
Thank you guys so much for watching. The Cosmic Library presents Deep Space. I hope you all got wet.
Where are you?
Where are you? I'm so sorry.
Okay. Who's making noises? That can only mean one thing.
I'm making noises.
Yes.
By one might deduce that could mean.
James isn't here yet.
We're buying time. We're gonna start riffing.
We're gonna start
We
riffing.
usually have an absurdist conversation topic when we get in here.
Yeah, that's
But I was
usually how it is.
quietly
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quietly doing all my connections
Mhm.
on the conspiracy board. So,
Nicely done.
whoops. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was doing my homework at the last minute because that was available right now.
Apps. Oh, it's been on the map for a while, hasn't it?
Maybe it was there the whole time.
When I
Lots
was-
of therapy.
When I was tooling with the ship, I
Yes.
might have left it on the ship for a while. I added a key so that people
I
can
just-
look up at a glance with the different numeric symbols.
I
There he
foresee
is.
a long
It's Mr.
conversation between
James.
those
We're
two
done talking
at some
about
point.
nothing. You can cut to right here when you edit the stream.
Well, it's what's gonna happen is that this charming conversation is gonna be thrown on the back with the credits, so that they have something to watch and listen to while they look at, the little box that pop up that says, you might be interested in this, or here's the link to the channel,
Card, yeah.
and all that. The end cards, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we? Anyway, I was wondering.